Hello, welcome to Catholic Reflections and Catechsis with Father Nebo. Today, we look at the history of the Solemnity of Christ the King, a very integral solemnity in the life of the Church, which marks the end of the liturgical year. This solemnity, that is the Solemnity of Christ the King, has its roots in the liturgical reform of Pope Pius XI in the early 20th century. The feast was instituted in 1925 through his encyclical called Quas Primas, which means in the first. And here he addressed the rising secularism, individualism, and nationalism that threatened the place of Christ with the authority rather of the rulers of the earth. In this encyclical, that is Quas Primas, issued precisely on December 11th, 1925, Pope Pius XI expressed concerns about an increasingly turning away attitude from Christ's teaching and the obvious embrace of secular ideologies. Now, the Holy Father sought to reaffirm Christ's kingship over all aspects of human life, individually and societally. Now, the Pope wanted to remind Christians, and indeed all people of goodwill, that Christ should reign not just in personal life and devotion, but also in public life, politics, governance, and leadership. The feast, that is, this Solemnity of Christ the King, was originally celebrated on the last Sunday of October to coincide with the end of the liturgical year, emphasizing Christ's sovereignty over time and over history. However, precisely in 1969, as part of the liturgical reforms following the Second Vatican Council, the date was moved forward to the last Sunday of the liturgical year, just before Advent. So that is how the Church now had come to having this solemnity celebrated on the 34th Sunday every year, which is the last Sunday of the liturgical year, and the end extolling the reign of Christ and speaking more about his second coming, reminding Christians, and most important of all, having celebrated that, it prepares Christians, put them in the mood to embrace the new liturgical year, having Christ as our King, Lord, and Savior. I'm sure you have learned something, and see you again in our next session on Catholic Reflections and Catechsis. God bless you.